Good morning everyone and welcome back to my channel. It is almost May, so I thought that I would go through all of my current planners and tell you about what's working really well and what I'm going to change for May. So let's start off with the one thing, or one of the things. Actually, it is just the one thing that's not going to be coming with me in May. So it is the Sadie Stickers Dot Grid Bullet Journal. I really have enjoyed setting it up, but I'm not using it. I know it looks like I've been using it, but I'm really not using it the way I want to. So this was an experiment to see if I would use it, and I'm glad that I didn't fully jump into this because it's just not for me. A bullet journal is just not for me. I like this, but I'm just more about using my phone and using Goodreads. I was using this to track weather. It looks messy to me. I don't like it. So this won't be coming with me into May. This, though, will be coming into May. I know I just said that I like to use Goodreads and blah, blah, blah. Well, yes, I like to use Goodreads, but I do want to journal a little bit about my books. So this is a Kell of a Plan book journal, and let me show you. So this is how the beginning looks. I'm going to stop using this page because I just don't use it. I won't use the monthly, but I really enjoy this. So I've just pulled out some different kits and printed out the book covers and added a little blurb about the books. And I really like the way this looks. So this will be book 3. Yes, this is book 3 of Throne of Glass. Yeah, book 1, book 2, and then this will be book 3. These stickers here are from LA Florals, and this is a printable sheet of stickers from Planner Press. Isn't that just absolutely gorgeous? I do have these ones all printed up also. She has a digital dash box, and that's what these are from. So anyways, and this sticker sheet is, like I said, it's from LA Florals, and I think that this world over here with all of these cute little characters is perfect for fantasy books. So this will be coming with me into May. My Hope in Each Weeks will also be coming into May. This is going to be my, throughout the year, the one planner that I don't jump out of. I'm really using it. This will be my calendar to really keep track of myself, any payments I have coming up, and things like that. This is my week, so my daycare schedule, my to-dos, our menu for the week, tracking, which I'm not doing good with, which is fine. And then back here, this is just rapid logging of things that we do throughout the week, so that when I go back and I scrapbook in November, I go on a scrapbooking weekend every year. So when I go scrapbooking, I'll have notes of when I've done things. So this is most definitely coming into May with me. This is my granddaughter's memory planner. This is an Aura Style Annie Plans 365. And this will absolutely be coming with me. I don't really use the calendars. I set this one up and really just didn't do anything with it. I did track the weather for her in March. I had planned on tracking the weather in April, didn't do it. This is a kit from LA Florals. And then all it is just a junk journal of things we go and do, her pictures. She really sticker bombs a lot in this. Obviously, I did this, but she sticker bombs a lot in it, and she loves it. And then it's just, I do like a weekly roundup, which I have not done in 2 weeks, but that's not a big deal because I can just go back. So this was the week of March 31st, so it's been 3 weeks since I've done it. Nope, just 2 weeks. So these are all the things that I need to add in to her journal. So this, for her memory keeper, this will go into May with me, and this will stay the whole year. And then this that I've been loving. My thought was I was gonna go to a passport size planner for May and June. You'll see what I'm doing in July. But I've decided I like this too much. So I'm gonna stick with this for May and June. This is my standard. This is a Newister cover that I got on Amazon. It was like $25, super inexpensive. The leather is soft, but kind of stiff, if that makes any sense. The texture is super soft, but it's a nice, sturdy planner cover, and I really enjoy it. So these are all of my Watch Becca Plans stencils that I absolutely love and use all the time. This is just a calendar that I'm using to track all of my social media. I like to keep track of where I am. I like to keep track of my reels and how many followers I have, just because I think it's interesting to see what people enjoy and what people don't enjoy. It kind of gives me an idea of where I need to go with my social media. I would love someday to be full-time doing social media. I don't know that that will ever happen because I just don't invest enough time into it, but it's a fun thought. Some stickers that I have in here. And then this is a Travelers Company insert, and I just covered it with lots of LA Florals stickers. And then if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I love packing tape. I covered this with packing tape so that it would stay super sturdy and my stickers wouldn't eventually peel off. And then this is my journal slash junk journal. And I'm pretty consistent with it. I put in here all kinds of things. Like this is a card from my friend Stacy. She sent me some brewery stickers. My husband collects brewery stickers. This is a page from when I went for my scrapbooking weekend. I put my hotel room, the key in here, and this is my folder, and then the pages that I did that weekend. I was doing soft 75, fell off the wagon. This was maybe TMI, but I did Cologuard for the first time, and this is my packaging from Cologuard, just to say yay me, I did it. And what I do is when I get Happy Mail, I put all kinds of just samples of what I got in my planner. This is from By Grace Apothecary. What I love is that she, on shipping labels, what she does is she prints out your order, and she puts it on a shipping label, and I can just peel the sticker paper off and use that, and I love it. So then just some tidbits. This is the envelope that I got from my Watch Becca Plan stencils. These are my 2 new ones, so I traced those out. And then just a bunch of, this is from Kelsey Doodles. She sent me a wonderful Happy Mail package, and on the guest check, this is what she wrote for me, and obviously I saved that. And then some samples of her pet tape and her washi. My granddaughter made these. So just, a bunch of fun little doodad things. I've started adding in what kind of coffee we're drinking. My husband brought me home one of these coffee candies and I just stuck that in here. So just a bunch of, just a bunch of fun little things in here. And then I started, so this is how we'll move on. Actually, let me talk about this and then I'll move on to what I'm going into May with. So then this is my Kelsey Doodles keepsake journal. There are 52 prompts in here, and what you do is you write in it once a week, and that I will continue with. I'll pull this out and I'll put it into, I'll show you the next planner I'm going to be using. I'll put it into that somehow. And then, so this is another Planner Press sticker sheet, and I just put that in here. And what I wrote is, when I'm finished with this insert, I will move to a passport. My plan was to move to an Oristel passport cover and use that passport instead of this for May and June. But you know what? I really like this so much that I'm just gonna stick with this for May and June. I'll probably go through one more journaling notebook for both May and June. That will be perfect. Or maybe one more will be enough for May and June, because I think this might be about 2 months. Probably a month and a half. So we'll see. And then what I'm going to be using is going back to a happy planner. And here is why. Look at this. This is a hardcover. This is like their premium covers, and it's all coffee themed. And I got the matching coffee themed sticker book. I'll just flip through it quickly so you can see. And what I did was I got some print and cut files on Etsy for boxes, because that's really what I'm lacking. I've got so many Happy Planner sticker books, but what I'm lacking is boxes. So this is all coffee themed, and if you follow me on Instagram, you will know I love coffee. All of the dashboards are coffee themed. I think they're all so pretty. And this is a July start. So it's like a, what do they call that? Academic year planner. How long will I stick with this? I don't have a clue. Don't care. It's not a big deal to me how long I stick with it. I jump around in planners all of the time, as you all know very well. So I like that there is a roundup at the end of the month, or the month you're going to go into. And then it's just your typical, so you have all your perpetual calendars in here. And then it is your typical happy planner, your vertical happy planner. I have my whole month here, which I will start tracking the weather in here. And then it goes into just your vertical planning. Super simple. I'm going to be able to add tons of little bits and bobs in here. It's going to be a junk journal for me. That's what I'm going to use it for. I have tons of happy planner things, so if I want to, I can add in all kinds of different pages. I also have the punch, so I'll be able to punch different pages and put those in here. I think what I might do, no, I'm going to leave these discs. So what I might do is take some of these months out though, because this is going to get pretty bulky with how I plan. So that I'm going into May with. And then I'm adding another planner. And this is, so people have asked me if I ever feel like I am writing the same things over and over again in my planners. No, I don't, because I am using everything for different purposes. Okay, this is going to be a business planner. This is going to be my junk journal. This is Luna's memory planner. This is my schedule. This is books. So some people are like, oh my God, how do you keep up? For me, it's easy because I've always been a multi-planner person. And I use them for all different things. So they all have different purposes. So for me, it's easy to keep track. So this is a Traveler's Company. This is the Olive Passport. I've added the Starbucks Reserve charm on here. I do have the Starbucks Reserve cover also. I'm just not using it. I prefer this olive. I like the way it marks up. I have the Superior Labor money clip on here. I have just one of those, I don't know what they're called. I use them to kind of keep the string, the elastic, from marking up my planner. And then I added one of these, I don't even know what they're called, you guys. Anyway, they're super sticky and I could have just stuck it on here and it wouldn't come off, but I like the way this looks with adding stitching on it. So I punched holes in it and I added stitching. And then I just have my Instagram handle and 2025 on here. On the inside, I have this wax seal. I had gotten these originally for my daughter's wedding, never ended up using them. So I have about 200 of these. Whatever, not a big deal. This freebie card is from Soft Paper Studios. I really love. She has different versions of these and I love collecting all of them. This is the Love and Trip folder. I have a picture in here that my granddaughter drew of me. And then I have some receipts in here that I will eventually track in here. And then, so like I said, this is a business planner. My CPA and my husband will really appreciate for next tax season if I'm much more organized. Typically, I have all of my receipts in a Ziploc bag and then I just fly by the seat of my pants and add things up. So what I'm gonna do with this planner is this is the Aura Estelle Annie Plans 365 in Passport, okay? The way this planner works is you have all of your calendars in the front. And what you do, what I'm going to do is I'm going to track what I need to do for my business in the front. Anything coming up that I need to do, if I need to add up receipts, etc. And then what the rest of this is it's just blank pages. And this is perfect for how I'm going to use it. I'm going to take notes in here. I'm also going to, so this will start May. So what I will do is I will, each week, I'll write down any expenses I had for the week, and then I will add them all up, and that will be my weekly expenses for May. Then on the next page for May, so I should probably write May payments. So May payments Etsy, May payments daycare. So what I will do is I will track all of my credits here. I will track all of my debits here. Actually, what I should have done, what I'll do is Etsy here, and I'll do daycare here. Maybe I'll change that next month. I'm not sure. Doesn't really matter. And then I keep my receipts in file folders. So while I'm out shopping and such, I'll just put receipts in here and then I will track them in here. I'll total it up at the end of the month, Same thing here. I'll just total it up at the end of the month. And then I can still just go through and I will write down, different notes and such that I need. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a tab each month. I'm going to put a tab at the top so that I can find these easily in here. When I'm at the end of the year, when I'm looking for my expenses and my credits, my debits and my credits. So I'll just add one of these tabs that I'll just keep back here and go from there. So this I'm adding, and that happy planner. So going into May, I will have this for my business. So May and June, I'll have this for my business. I'll have this as my journal, and junk journal and my social media tracker. I'll have my weeks for my schedule. I'll have my granddaughter's memory planner. And I'll have my books journal. And then in July, I will have this, and I will take this away. So I hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions or comments, just drop them down below, and I'll be sure to answer any of your questions. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new here, I would love you to give me a follow. Thanks, and have a great Sunday.